crying little.
Yo, what's up, Pride Nation? Back at you with another video on today. This is Raw Detroit. Make sure you hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel, click on that bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put up an upload. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our video installment. All right, guys, today I brought another prospect for the 2023 NFL draft class, and that's cornerback Devon Witherspoon. Definitely, it's a lot that I love about this kid game. Very edgy player. He's a very physical and feisty corner. Very good tackler. Witherspoon is very energetic, and he's an aggressive player. And definitely, he got that dog in him, man. I love everything about this guy's game, man. He can be a little bit handsy at times, and that's something that he's going to have to work on, especially get into the NFL, because you don't want to get a lot of PIs called on you, and you don't want to be the guy that's getting a lot of personal flags and stuff thrown your way. So, you know, he got to cut down with the being handsy stuff. But it's cool to be aggressive. It's cool to come up and lay the wood to somebody and lay a big hit on somebody. But you don't want to be just overly aggressive where you could be over pursuing, or you could just be getting penalties and causing the team all kind of heartache and pain. But definitely, man, I love everything about his game, man. This dude is very instinctive, has great ball skills, is very good in the run support, is a very big hitter at the quarterback position. Reminds you of a John Lynch or a Steve Atwater, or even a Ronnie Lott at the cornerback position. This dude will come up and definitely take your lunch money. This dude will come up and take your lunch money, man. This dude is so physical. Now, he may not be the biggest corner in the draft. I believe he's about 6 foot or 6'1", about 180 pounds, somewhere in there. Definitely, he could probably put on 20 more pounds of muscle, and this dude is really, really going to be lights out. Love everything about his game, man, and what he lacks in size, man. He brings with heart and effort. And to be an elite corner in the NFL, you know, one thing that you have to be able to do is you have to be able to be an instinctive player. Most corners that are very good, the number one thing that they have is instincts. If you have great instincts at the corner, you're going to make plays. That's just flat out. I know the cornerback position is one of the toughest positions to play in the NFL, and sometimes it takes some guys 2 to 3 years to figure the thing out. And then other guys are able to come in right away and make an impact. Look at Sauce Gardner. He's making an impact right away. Maybe Witherspoon is going to be one of those type of guys too that come in and make an impact right away. Look at Tariq Woolen on Seattle, coming in, making an impact right away. Derek Stingley, guys like that coming in their first year and making an impact. I mean, pretty much Sauce Gardner, I mean, you'll be pretty much be scared to throw the ball this guy's way because he's shutting everything down, man. He's kind of like the modern day Deion Sanders, just shutting one side of the field down like a Darrelle Revis, man. And Witherspoon, his favorite player is Darrelle Revis. That's one of his guys that he mentioned that he loved to model his game after. But I think he's a little bit more aggressive when it comes to hitting than Darrelle Revis was. Darrelle Revis was more trying to, you know what I'm saying, shut you down, trying to make the big play on the ball and stuff like that. And this guy is more of a hitter, and he's very good when it comes to being good in man and zone coverages and stuff like that. He can do it. He can do it all, man. He can play in man and he can play in zone. So you don't have to worry about anything with this guy. He can bring it all, man. And I definitely think that he's going to be probably one of the top corners, taken along with guys like Keely Ringo from Georgia. Those guys will probably be like 1 and 2. You never know, man. But Witherspoon is a dog. And definitely, man, I know that we've been having some issues with Amani Oruwariye not playing up to par. We pretty much thought that Amani was going to come out and probably have 4 or 5 interceptions this season. But he's been, I don't know if it's due to injury or what's going on with Amani Oruwariye, but he has just not looked the same this year. And I, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to count the guy out, but I don't know what the Lions are going to have on their mind, whether or not they're going to sign him to a deal probably give him a team friendly deal or something like that, and bring him back on a 2 or 3 year deal. I don't know. They could decide to do that. Maybe he's just having a hard time right now. But pretty much, man, shout out to Jeff Okudah. Jeff Okudah has come back off his injury, and he's been lights out, man. He's been playing phenomenal. Now, sometimes he does get beat every now and then, but for the majority of the part, man, Jeff Okudah is having a great comeback season, man. And you got to give a shout out to him, because pretty much if he makes it through this whole season, man, that's going to be great for him, because he has not played a whole full season yet in the NFL, and that's something that we want to see Jeffrey Okudah be able to do. But I definitely think that Witherspoon is a guy that you got to put on your big board. He's one of those guys that is very good in the run support, being a big hitter at the corner position. And I'm going to put his body of work in the description box below, so you guys will be able to go and check him out, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. He's a very, very aggressive player, man. Probably one of the most aggressive corners that's coming out in 2023. I have not seen another corner so far that plays like Witherspoon, that is so aggressive the way he is, man. Like I said, man, this dude is looking to get into a bar fight on every pass play. Witherspoon has serious coverage ability and intensive style. His intensive style is going to be in high demand. It's going to be when you're a corner and you can lock a side down, or you're just a playmaker and you can make things happen. Man, I'm telling you, man, skies is going to be the limit for you. So he could be one of those guys that come in and pick up things right away, or he could be one of those guys that need to work for the next 2-3 years. But he is a guy, definitely Detroit Lions fans, that I will put on my big board. Everything that I'm telling you about this guy, this dude is the real deal, man. And if the Lions decide to pick him, they are going to have another solid corner on the team, and another guy that can grow, that's a part of that good Illinois defense. Illinois, lately, they have been getting some great defensive players. Right now, we're pretty much grooming Kirby Joseph. So I'm sure Kirby Joseph would love to have Witherspoon at that corner position, a guy that he played with. Now, I'm not saying that at the end of the day that the Lions are going to draft this kid, because they could go with Ringo, or they could go with another corner. But all I'm doing is bringing it to your attention, letting you know that it's a dog out there, and the Lions need to pay attention to dogs. The only thing that you want to grab in this draft this year is impact players. You want premium talent on defense. Hear me again, Detroit Lion fans. We need to have premium talent on the defensive side of the ball. We need guys that can make plays. We need our Champ Bailey. We need our Deion Sanders. We need, and I'm not saying that this guy is that type of player, but I'm just letting you know that he got that dog in him. We need our Charles Woodson. We don't have too many guys on our team that make plays like that. A true playmaker is making plays every game just about, or he finds he has a nose for the ball. And that's what I mean by instincts. What makes corners good is their instincts. And definitely this guy has great instincts. Now, he doesn't have a lot of interceptions in college. He has a few. He doesn't have a lot. But he's pretty much good in coverage. He can handle his own in coverage. Whether it's man coverage, whether it's zone coverage, this kid can handle his own. So I would love to see the Lions be able to draft a guy like Witherspoon, because I think ultimately at the end of the day, you want to be an aggressive defense, you want to be a nasty defense, and you want to have playmakers. You want to have dogs. You want to have blue chip collar players on your football team. I think if the Lions are going out this season, their mind should be set on bringing players in that can make an impact on this roster. We need guys that can make an impact right away. We need that in Detroit. And I think that Witherspoon is one of those guys. So when you check out his body of work, you let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this kid? Because he's nasty. And like I said, he's looking to get in a bar fight on every pass play. He's ready to rip off your face mask off your helmet. He's that type of guy. And that's the type of guy I want to see be drafted in Detroit in 2023. I want to see playmakers. I want to see dogs. I want to see guys that can make an impact. We need that. We need that. We need our Darryl Green. We need our Champ Bailey. We need that type of player in Detroit that can make plays and be a playmaker. All right, you guys, I'll be back to you soon.
Brian Little.